Hello class, this is Miss Slater. I am out today. I'm still off at my friend's wedding. So I just wanted to remind you of what we did on Friday and get you started on this worksheet for today. It's another one of those little riddles. What is a termite's favorite breakfast? We will figure out the answer from solving the problems. So I just want to remind you of what we did on Friday. I did kind of teach you about how to attempt these kind of problems, but I wanted to come on and just let you know. So, as a reminder, similar figures, the definition of similar is that they are the same shape, but they have different sizes. So, kind of want to think about if I take a picture on my phone, right? And then I go ahead and I want to get it blown up. It's going to be the same shape, but a different size. It's going to be however much bigger, right? And then scale factor is our multiplier between similar figures. And it's basically telling us how much bigger or how much smaller one figure is to another. How much bigger or smaller. I want to make sure you can see all this writing that I put down. Yeah, so our two little words that are super important in this section is similar and scale factor. So on Friday, we were mostly just looking for the scale factor, the multiplier between one figure to another. Today, you're going to be looking for a missing length, which you can use the scale factor. You're also welcome to use proportions for these. I'm going to show you how to do it with both. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. For number one, I've got two similar figures. And you can just know off the bat that they are already similar. So you already know that these are going to be the same shape, different sizes. You're just trying to find what is the value of x. So here I've got 9 and 6, 12 and x. I know that this side is going to be similar to this side, and this side is going to be similar to this side. So, like I said, there's two ways that we could do this. The first way is that we could look for the scale factor between my two already known sides. So I know that this side is 12 and this side is 9, so I could find a multiplier between them. The other option, which I would probably recommend, is to go ahead and set up a proportion, because it would just be really easy for you to solve. I always like to do it from, let's say this one's the original and this is the new. And I like to set up my proportions where I have the original figure ratio on one side and then the new figures ratio on the other. So for this one, I would set it up as 9/6, comparing these two sides. And then 9 and 12 are the same, which means I need to be putting 12 on the top of the other fraction and x on the bottom. And it kind of makes sense, right? 9, 6, 9, 6, 12 over x, 12 over x. And then I'll just do my methods of cross multiplying. I'll get 9x equals 72. To figure out the value of x, I'm going to divide by 9 on both sides, which means the value of x in this new figure is going to be x equals 8 meters. And if you go ahead and look at the instructions for this one, it says to cross out the letter next to your answer. When you finish, the answer to the title question will remain. So instead of like highlighting it, I'm actually going to cross it out. So right here, I can see 8 meters. So I'm just going to get rid of that. Okay. But like I said, you're also welcome to find the scale factor here and use that scale factor between these two. So if I go ahead and do it that way, I'm going to think about 9 times what gives me 12. I don't know that off the top of my head, so I'm going to divide both sides by 9. And I can go ahead and reduce this fraction, right? It's got a common factor of 3. Divide by 3, divide by 3, which means that the reduced, the simplified form of this fraction is 4 over 3. And that's my scale factor, aka this original the new figure is 4/3 times bigger than the original. And then I can use that scale factor and multiply my known side to find x, because I went and said this one is times 4/3 bigger. It's 4/3 times bigger. So then I can go ahead, I'm running out of room, but I'll just put it over here. That 6 times 4/3 will give me my value of x. I always like to use methods of cross canceling. So they 3 and 6 share a factor of 3, so I can cancel out and do it that way. Or I can always just multiply 6 by 4, my numerators together, to get 24 over 3. And 24 divided by 3 reduces to 8 meters. Okay. If you'd like, you can also use the bottom page, and you could go ahead and take this problem, copy it, paste the image down here, and then you've got some more room to work on these so you don't feel so crammed all in one page. But yeah, and then so you've got 8 of those, and then just be careful with 9 and 10. Make sure you're reading through them. I haven't explicitly taught this, but you would probably want to use a method of 3 reads. So you're going to read your word problem 3 times, and every time you're reading it, you're looking for kind of something different. Your first read, you're looking to just understand what's going on in this problem, and you are looking for numbers and values. Yep, numbers and values. So 10 feet long, 6 feet tall, 4 feet long. In your second read, you're looking for what's the main question being answered. So what is the thing I'm trying to find? What's my unknown? And then my third read is going to be talking about how do I actually solve this, which based on what we have here, we know that we're going to be using scale factor or using a proportion to help us out. Okay. But yeah, so this is your worksheet for today. I will be back tomorrow to finish up this very short unit with you. And yeah, have a great day. See ya.